Hi everyone, this is my week 2 discussion post. First off, after watching the lecture with Dr. Wilcox, I thought he provided some really good insight. Um, I felt like the first part of it, especially writing down a journal, is something I do in my daily routine, maybe for more personal reasons. Um, but writing the good and bad throughout your day, it really reminds you to a certain degree when similar situation can arise, and when you've written it down and you thought about it, you can always act about it in a more positive manner. His 20 years of experience and of writing in a journal, when he said it gave about 1,000 pages, he said he knew there was a book in there. There's a lot of different stuff that can be withdrawn from it, and a few things I really look back on. The first one was the shadow of the leader, when he had the picture with the little boy copying his father. That meant a lot because we could put it in very different contexts, and as the CEO or leader of an organization, it's truly important to lead by example in everything that the company believes in order for the rest to kind of follow in that right direction. I really liked the statement he said when he said we delegate the present and leaders seek towards the future. I think that's a big thing that a lot of people we live in the present moment, but we don't think enough about what's going to happen in the future. And I feel that's a really big quality as a leader that we need to have. Also, the other statement he said about the Lincoln cabinet, where Abraham Lincoln hired everybody who kind of disagreed with him to spark conversations, spark ideas. And it kind of goes with his mantra of diversity in council, unity in action, which kind of speaks the truth because you get the story from all different angles. And it simply feels that when you get all the possible different angles and observations about a situation, you definitely going to pinpoint like all the good and bad stuff about it and the pros and cons, and then from there you can make the most rational decision. The second part of it is triple bottom line in accounting. I found the research paper really interesting because it spoke to me a lot in our industry, in golf especially. We actually can see a big movement towards it. As you know, golf courses played outdoors. There's a lot of stuff that happens with the grass when people would touch the grass and all that stuff. It's all not really all natural. Well, it is, but we put so many products in it to keep it green, the way we cut it. There's so much stuff that goes into that, and especially in the last 10 years or so, where everybody's been kind of trying to be more eco-friendly in a certain way. I've definitely seen my industry attempt to do a better job at it, and now there's actually kind of regulations, especially in the golf world. There's some products that can't be used because they can be harmful to the animals. If they touch it or eat it, they can die from it. But now those products are kind of illegal now. So there are certain standards and measures now. It's actually hard to quantify how much good it does, but in the overall perspective of it, just leaves a better impression, and it's simply better for our planet in general. Also, there's methods of way to cut the grass to keep the grass healthy so that the root of it doesn't die off easily, or if your lack of rain or water on the course, there's always a way to make sure to keep the course healthy with only natural solutions now, which wasn't the case maybe 15-20 years ago. We didn't really care what products we put into the course. The only way was to keep it green and keep it nice. The second one, when we talk about triple bottom line accounting, I forgot to say, but it's the 3 P's of people, planet, and profit. The planet part I kind of already discussed it, but the people part, people with time. As golf is kind of a very social sport. You rarely play alone. You always play with people, or once you get to the golf shop or whatever, there's a lot of social interaction, and there's a lot of trust built between the pros, whether it's with teaching or with calling out the names on time for the people to go out there, or all that kind of stuff. There's a big social interaction that's really critical into building the trust within the industry. The last part is obviously is profit. The golf industry has seen a big boom since COVID, and I think the timing with the environmental hazards that we used to have in the past really kind of took flight in the last couple of years or so, especially because the profit was so high and people were trying to kind of understand what they could do better, and there was more money in the businesses to put back towards more like healthy products for the course and the environment, which was really great. And I found the paper super interesting. They kind of dissected everything, kind of more talk about sustainability, and truly made it interesting. But that's kind of my take on how it affects my industry and Dr. Wilcox's presentation. Thank you so much.